Good morning, students. In chapter 6 Judiciary, today we will discuss about topic 3 appointment of judges. How the judges are appointment. The appointment of judges in India has never been free from political controversy. इंडिया में जब भी जज अपॉइंट होते हैं देयर एनी कंट्रोवर्सी ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व. It is a part of the political process. We are living in a democratic country. A democratic country is always involved with the political processes. So the political controversy is also the part of political process. It makes a difference who serve in the Supreme Court and High Court. A difference in how the constitution is interpreted. The opinions also vary from one person to another person. So who is the Chief Justice of India? Who are the judges in Supreme Court and High Court? It also matter a lot in the country, because the one person, how he interpret the constitution can be different from the another person interpretation. Like इंडिया में कई बार देखने को मिलता है बहुत से जजेस के ऊपर इल्जाम लगाया जाता है कि वो बीजेपी से इन्फ्लुएंस हैं, ये कांग्रेस से इन्फ्लुएंस हैं. सो इट इन्फ्लुएंस द इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. The political philosophy of the judges, their views about active and assertive judiciary or controlled and committed judiciary have an impact on the fate of legislation enacted. The political philosophy of judges, what are their views? What are their views about active and assertive judiciary? It also affect the legislation enacted. Sometimes when the legislation make a law, if the judiciary, the judges, Chief Justice of India or the senior most judges of the Supreme Court are not agree with the views of the legislation, then they can declare invalid such laws. Council of Ministers, Governors and Chief Ministers and Chief Justice of India all influence the process of judicial appointment. They play a important role in the appointment of judges and other appointments in the judicial system. Next is, first of all, we will discuss about the Chief Justice of India. How Chief Justice of India is appointed? The senior most judge appointed as a Chief Justice of India. Such type of conventions had made in our country. ज़्यादातर लोग यही सोचते हैं कि इंडिया में जो भी चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया है, सीनियर मोस्ट जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया होता है, उसे चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया अपॉइंट किया जाता है. और ऐसा ट्रेडिशन देखने को भी मिला इंडिया में. मोस्टली दिस ट्रेडिशन फॉलोड, बट दिस कन्वेंशन, दिस ट्रेडिशन वाज ब्रोकन ट्वाइस इन आवर कंट्री. First in 1973 and second 1975. In 1973, Mr. Justice A.N. Ray became Chief Justice of India by superseding 3 senior most judges of that time. उस समय जो 3 सीनियर मोस्ट जजेस थे उनको नजरअंदाज करके 4th नंबर के जो हमारे सीनियर मोस्ट जज थे A.N. रे, उन्हें इंडिया का चीफ जस्टिस बनाया गया. इन 1975 जब देश में एविडेंस लगाई गई उस समय भी जस्टिस M.H. बेग को चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया बनाया गया बाय सुपरसीडिंग द जस्टिस H.R. खन्ना. उस समय जो सीनियर मोस्ट जज थे वो H.R. खन्ना थे, उन्हें नेग्लेक्ट किया गया, इग्नोर किया गया और जस्टिस M.H. बेग को चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया अपॉइंटेड किया गया. हाउ द अदर जजेस अपॉइंटेड इन इंडिया. other judges of Supreme Court and High Court are appointed by the President after consulting the CJI. In India, President appoint the other judges in Supreme Court with consulting the Chief Justice of India. So we can say that earlier and President always follow the advice of Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers give the recommendations to the President. Then President consult with the CJI, and then President appoint the other judges of Supreme Court and High Court. So we can say that earlier the final decision was rested in the hand of Council of Ministers, or role of CJI was only consultative. But after 1982 and 1998, this matter came up before the Supreme Court again and again. बार बार इस मैटर को सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने लाया गया that the role of CJI and Supreme Court is only consultative. The role of CJI or judiciary must be increased in the appointment of other judges. Initially, the court felt that the role of Chief Justice was purely consultative. Then it took the view that opinion of Chief Justice must be followed by President. बाद में ये अब तक क्या था? Before 1998, the role Chief Justice of India give only advice or recommendation to the President. But after 1998, the Supreme Court felt that the opinion of Chief Justice must be followed by President. The role of Supreme Court will be, the Chief Justice of India will not be a consultative. The advice given by Supreme Court must be followed by President. So finally, Supreme Court has came up with a novel procedure. Now, Chief Justice of India should recommend names of persons to be appointed in consultations with 4 senior most judges of Supreme Court. अब चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया बाकी जो 4 सीनियर मोस्ट जजेस होते हैं उनके साथ कंसल्ट करता है और एक लिस्ट तैयार करता है, और उस रिकमेंडेड नेम्स को, वो पर्सन्स को, वो कौन द पर्सन हु कैन बी अपॉइंटेड एज द जजेस इन सुप्रीम कोर्ट एंड हाई कोर्ट, देन दीज रिकमेंडेशंस गिवन टू द प्रेसिडेंट और द काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स. सो प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कॉलेजिएबिलिटी इन मेकिंग रिकमेंडेशंस फॉर अपॉइंटमेंट. अब प्रिंसिपल ऑफ कॉलेजिएबिलिटी फॉलो किया जाता है. कॉलेजियम प्रोसेस प्रिंसिपल इज in use in tradition nowadays for appointment of the judges. This collegiability, the rank of all the judges from senior most to second senior most, third senior most, fourth senior most, all this list given to the council of ministers and the principal. So we can say that earlier the role of Chief Justice of India Supreme Court was only consultative, but now judiciary also playing a very important role. Chief Justice of India also playing a very important role. So both Supreme Court and Council of Ministers play a important role in appointment of other judges. That's all for today, students.